I saw, I think, like 20 or 30 people getting on the bus this morning. It was like, so there's a lot of people that come by bus and don't have cars. And I think that's where this is really going to sell. People with cars are going to drive around everywhere anyway, It's not like it's a sporty thing where they're getting exercise or, it's just to be able to go places that they wouldn't be able to otherwise. Go to the Phoenicia Diner, go there, whatever. And I think that's where it's really going to sell. So, of course, it's easy for me to say I don't think parking is going to be an issue, but I absolutely agree that it might be, and it might bother some people.
Well, it sounds like none of your neighbors have any.
Yeah, other than the parking, exactly, yeah. And I don't blame them, but I really don't, it's hard for me to say, I've just moved here, I don't know how much it'll change. Like I said, there's not a spot almost on a weekend, anyway.
But it sounds like you've got a good bite into it over Declan's. I think that was.
I think it would be awesome, yeah. Declan's would be ideal for me. It's just that I really thought that this weekend I could put him out there.
Yeah, it takes a little time to do this.
I see, but the way he made it sound like, just come, bring him, put him up there.
But to save your summer, because right now that means you're gonna have to wait another month.
Right. I really think we should continue this way, right?
Yeah, it'll be 2 more months. The summer will be gone.
Yeah.
If you go forward with your
Yeah.
your business out of your house and have a condition that any extra parking be parked with an agreement that you make with Declan,
Yes.
and then you would be able to move forward. But we would have to, the planning board would have to wait for.
Declan, or tell them to just find a spot outside of that property, just like you said, where if you're going to bring us to the library or to anywhere, you have to find, you can park.
You're going to be there to rent the bikes after somebody.
Yes.
I mean, so you'll tell them.
I can tell them, no, sorry, you can't park.
Make
here.
sure they're not parking.
And if anybody sees me, tell anybody that I can park there. Yeah, how's that? I think that makes sense.
So the planning board would not be able to make an approval of it until they saw a written agreement with you and Mr. Declan's property there.
But let's, even if we do leave Declan out, let's just say, like this gentleman said, when you go anywhere in town, you find a spot. As long as I tell them that they cannot park on that street, is that fair?
We did have Mike's Bikes rental.
Yes.
For
Yeah,
about
right,
a dozen
right,
years.
right,
He had no parking.
Right, exactly. And in fact,
Keep in mind, there are only 28 parking spaces in Phoenicia, in the street. 28, and that's all the businesses that are in Phoenicia.
Right.
So additional parking is required, but it's got to be off of the main streets.
So it could be approved, a condition on an agreement that you make for parking. And then once you have that agreement, the planning board could sign because it's approved condition on that.
I think if we leave the business at your home with the condition that, I don't know whether we go take and go to Declan's property or tell people they have to park somewhere else, might be nice to they rent a car.
Well, we had an agreement with Declan's property, then that would.
Right, that would make it easy. But he
So
does
you can-
have what, 3 spaces?
He's got 3 spaces.
I mean, he only has 10 bikes.
So if it's approved conditioned on that, then it's approved, but you can't do it until he brings that agreement to the planning board.
You do have 3 parking spaces.
Yeah, he does next to the
Yeah.
garage.
So for a restaurant, you have to have 1 parking space for every 3 people.
I think actually I technically might have 4.
So you could have 9 people.
Yeah.
Well, they don't count yourself.
Oh, okay.
They have to park somewhere else.
But then I also have a lot of cars in my own.
Yeah, you'd have to move your cars.
Yeah.
I think that's a good direction to go. He's got 3 off-site parking spots.
Yeah.
He makes them available to customers. The car is coming from someplace. If they can't park on the street, if they can't park behind Rio's, people, when they do this kind of thing, they're generally not alone if they've got a car.
Right,
They're
true.
gonna go off for a couple hours, so let's drink.
Of course, it's whatever you guys decide. My
Well,
fate is in your
We
hands.
don't want to make a problem.
Want to know whatever it is, I will do. To sort it out. So,
John, what's the zone there? What zone is that? Town and commercial?
I don't know yet. I'll have to check tomorrow.
No, it's right on this.
Oh, I thought you were second.
Town and commercial? Yeah, town and commercial. Page C.
I thought you were talking about that.
Oh, no, nothing, no. Wait, his house.
So,
No other
What's,
questions?
nobody else from the public? Everyone's done?
No? Okay.
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that cover all our public hearings. Okay, so we open up our regular meeting then. Our regular planning board meeting, this July 11th, 2018.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen.
don't need to be here anymore, do I? I do have to wait. Oh, okay, I didn't, okay.
John Brewer,
Present.
Sam Spada.
Here.
Art Christie. Here. John Horn. Here. Joanne Cow.
Here.
Alan Shiner. Here. Christopher Buffalo.
Here.
Communications. Right. Okay, then, old business, Shandaken Inn Properties.
Shandaken Inn? You don't have to reduce.
Oh, that's right, they're doing that. That was the old one. Yeah. Okay, under the site plan review, we've reviewed this a number of times. Is there any discussion on this? Sam? Alan?
I think, yeah, I think we've gone through the site plan checklist several times on this, and that it's adequately been reviewed.
Are we gonna secret on this?
And it's a short form.
Yeah, it's in the application.
On the application.
Yes.
Yes. And I had those poles notated in the contour lines correctly.
And significant.
Was that already done by Warren? Did he was reviewing secret?
Well, it was a short form, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw it here somewhere.
This is
They
how it's
included it.
I don't think we've done that another one.
Yeah, we can do a declaration on short form.
Yeah, right. I don't know, we have not done that yet, I don't believe.
Well, that just comes up right now.
Right. John, you have any? Does anybody have that? You have a copy of it there, Clinton?
You got it? You want it, Tom?
Yeah.
Good, right? Yeah. We reviewed that when we did the site plan.
Nothing's changed.
So then it's a negative.
So is there a motion to make a declaration on the environmental form?
Yes, I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
Those in favor?
Yes.
Can I have it back, please?
No.
You can sign mine though, when you're done here. Okay, all in favor for that?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay, so therefore, for site plan approval for the these new changes, make a motion that we approve the site plan review?
Can I make a comment?
Yes.
I think the parking, there's two ways you can estimate the parking that's required. One way is by square footage, and the other way is by the number of seats. And if you take the number of seats, then there's 44 parking spaces,
Correct.
right? So there's 14 for the motel. 14 parking spaces, so you're down to 30. Then if you take 6 for employees, you're down to 24 parking spaces. So if you multiply that by 3, you get 72 seats as a maximum for the restaurant, terrace, the bar, and the bar dining area.
72 seats.
72.
Allows for.
Yes, that would be the load you would be allowed.
Okay. That's more than before, so.
More than 70, you're not looking for 72 seats?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Then it works.
Thank you.
Second?
Motion to accept the site plan?
I'll make a motion to accept the site plan as presented.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Oh,
No.
do roll call.
Oh, okay.
Board Member Spada.
Aye.
Board Member Steiner.
Yes.
Board Member Christie.
Yes.
Board Member Cal.
Yes.
Board Member Horn.
Yes.
Chair Brewer.
Yes.
Okay. Woo.
Okay, thank you, Cliff. Okay, Picnic and Adventure Park. Ropes course permit. Seems as though they've addressed everything that we spoke to them about during the workshop meeting.
Did you see your county recommendations in your folder?
Yes. I saw that.
Let's take a look at that. Ulster County, this is a proposal to establish recreational use of 9 acres consisting of 6 road courses and a harness station, platform, and parking areas. Okay. That we know. Let's see, recommendations. Recommendations. Final approval proposed by New York State DOT, that's common sense. We ought to be doing that. And that's a process, that's a phase, you're at what phase in that?
We're at the conceptual approval process, and we've developed the plans, which I showed earlier, which is the actual access, egress from the site, and the party across the DOT work, the section that's on the DOT right away. And then basically, once we get to your piece, we'd be able to tell the DOT where we are with you, put that in the DOT application perm 32, and then proceed with that. We have very little work left to do on the complete the plans, the application. I got about 2 minutes to complete the application once we hear back from you.
Septic. Review of the proposed sewage facility by the Ulster County Department of Health will be necessary. That's already understood. Details of the signage not submitted. So just locking that down, you're actually going to put a little sign up there right now? I mean, or are you going to go for a variance? Or a little sign and go for a variance?
Since we're not expected to be operational until April, that gives us ample time to seek a variance.
Okay.
It would be pointless, in my opinion, to put up something to satisfy DOT if we're not even operational and promoting the park until season.
So you're talking about a sign by like a 4 by 8 feet? Like a sheet plywood type size?
Well, we're allowed 24 square feet, correct? So that would be 2 posts, a nylon or a mesh banner, 6 feet by 4 feet wide.
So any approval by the planning board would be conditioned on the variance of the sign.
So, why do we need that?
Yeah.
Why can't we give approval?
Well, yeah, we're gonna approve them with 24.
With the 24 square foot.
Yeah, so it's not conditional.
Then they can go for a variance after.
After, they go to the zoning board.
That was our intent.
Keep that condition coming to you, so it's okay.
Or less. We can even smaller if you want.
Tiny living, tiny. Nice.
Security emergency response, even if the site is not intended for nighttime use, the use of a full cutoff LED lighting for security purposes in the parking area is recommended. Additionally, review of the proposal by the local fire district is recommended. Particularly with respect to gaining access to rope courses in case of injury. You've addressed that as far as the training goes, right?
May you repeat that? Sorry.
It says that the county is recommending review of the proposal by the local fire department, particularly with respect to gaining access to rope courses in case of injury.
Yes, nightly the ropes course is secure. That's part of the breakdown every evening where their access points are elevated beyond reach of anyone. And there's locking mechanisms to prevent people from getting onto the course. And then every morning it's open. It's part of the opening responsibilities.
But the fire department, first responders will be able to get up in there and...
Always. Yep.
But, did you address that when you were telling about the training that your people will be going through also?
Yes, that's fundamental. We'll have people who are formally trained at initially other ropes courses that is owned and operated by our designer and builder. Training will take place in Connecticut and meets the ACCT standards for training, which is the American Association for Challenge Courses.
And in the case of an injury, you would transport somebody to the parking lot?
Yes, we would have a personal utility vehicle, I guess, and with stretcher bearing capability. There's fire road access leading out to 28, either on the northern or eastern and western sides of the park. There's fire roads that are logging trails, rather, that will be made into pathways using wood chips. So there'll be multiple access points for anybody in an emergency medical situation.
So our local departments need to know that, so you're gonna have to put something in writing to explain the emergency response plan.
We will do that.
Just so it's coordinated in the event it's needed.
Okay.
They know what their role is and what your role would be.
You will put lighting in the parking lot?
We would if it's required.
Well, it's a required modification from the county. They would like, even though it's not intended for nighttime use, the use of full cutoff LED lighting for security purposes in the parking area.
Certainly. What we don't want are, illuminating the sky, so it looks like Walmart.
They will be down facing.
Yeah, our call
Okay.
would be, if that's what they're asking for, probably do a few minor LED lights just kind of shining down the lot, so anyone, which I say law enforcement driving by would see if someone's
Sure.
in a parking lot that shouldn't be there.
Right.
But it wouldn't be designed specifically to provide for driving access to the parking lot at night.
Right.
Because that would also could potentially be an issue with neighbors too.
Yes. Absolutely.
Should they be on motion sensors instead of on all the time, or?
You could do that.
That's usually what we would do on building security lights. We usually have what's a motion sensor.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not using them, they're probably the one wants to look at lights on all night.
That'd be my preference.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they're requesting landscaping, such as screening around the parking.
Along 28.
Yes.
And so,
Yeah.
They're saying it's unscreened. That means from the road.
Not an issue.
And I may not have had this based on the letter.
Yeah, I only sent them the first set of things.
okay, do we have the environmental form on this?
I have it for the zoning amendment, yes.
Okay.
You pass that to Don?
Okay, the proposed action create material conflicts with the adopted land use plan or zoning regulations, no, or small impact nature. Will the proposed action result in change in the use of intensity of use of land? No, or small impact event. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No, or small impact nature. Anybody has anything that they want further explained, just yell. Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of a critical environmental area? No, or small impact. Will the proposed action result in adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway? No, or small impact. Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and it fails to incorporate responsibly available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No, small impact may occur. Will the proposed action impact existing public or private water supplies or public-private wastewater treatment utilities? No, or small impact. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No, or small impact. Will the proposed actions result in adverse change in natural resources, such as wetlands, water bodies, groundwater, air quality, flora? No, or small impact. Will the proposed action result in increase of potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No, or small impact. Will the proposed action create hazard to environmental resources or human health? No. Okay, so make a motion for a negative declaration regarding the seeker on the Indian zoning amendment, local law number 1 of 2018.
I'll second that.
All right. Board Member Spada.
Yes.
Board Member Shandaken.
Yes.
Board Member Christie.
Yes.
Board Member Kell.
Yes.
Board Member Revappo.
Yes.
Board Member Horn.
Yes.